Boomhauer69 here, and I'm going to read this article here I found interesting on the internet, and I'll read it to you and then give my opinion at the end. Insanely cool 1948 Westcraft Sequoia travel trailer is looking for a crafty new owner. Unlike Airstream, Westcraft wasn't started by a camper enthusiast. The George T. Hall Company of Los Angeles, California introduced the brand in 1932 as an expansion of their butane heaters and trailer distribution business. If it looks a little like a rail car, that's because there weren't many models then, so the rail car must have been the obvious inspiration. All thought the shape seems familiar. The construction had nothing to do with the railway industry. Instead, the aircraft constructed models was followed. This means the aluminium or aluminum, as I call it, aluminum, is used for the frame, ribs, and skin panels. Westcraft was a builder of high-quality trailers, some of the most luxurious available at the time. Even today, these trailers sell for a ridiculous six-figure amount. When ad equity restored, we suspect this is not gonna happen for this 1948 Sequoia selling on Bring a Trailer. All thought it was refurbished and is still pretty good condition. The original style of a Westcraft is lost. The Sequoia is a 25-foot, 7.2, 62-meter dual-axle travel trailer repainted in two-tone green and white. The previous owner said to have installed new installation and replaced the wiring, plumbing, flooring, and interior wood paneling. The trailer comes with cable TV, 30-amp electrical service, the propane regulator, propane selector, valve, shore hookup, and trailing harness were replaced during the refurbishment of the Sequoia. Comes with a 10 cabin windows, a 10-window celebratory roof, two entry doors, and a power-operated tongue jack. The dual-axle chassis runs on 15-inch steel wheels wrapped in 205/75 Gladiator QR25 TS tires. There's no word about the state of the suspension or the brakes after all. This is a 4,600 pounds, 2,087 kg rig, and it needs plenty of stopping power. The Leaf's suspensions looks rusty, so it probably needs new parts. It might be worthy considering how charming this Westcraft could be. While mechanically sound, the trailer has an interior that looks slightly out of place with the vintage trailer. It's still a work in progress as it's not complete and the appliance and the plumbing fixtures are not fitted. Birch paneling was installed throughout the interior under the prior ownership. The lounge area in the back features corner seating areas under seat storage, a portable folding dinette table, and overhead reading lights. All thought the Sequoia can be hooked up to the shore. Water and grid system is also sustains. It is also self-sustained thanks to water tanks and battery backup. Electrical system. Electrical equipment includes a 110-volt breaker panel and an Intelli power converter charger and deep cycle house battery. We suppose solar panels would not be hard to install. All thought these would further affect the vintage look. Well, true there. The kitchen still needs work. All thought the storage cabinets are finished and some appliances are in place. There is no sink, faucet, gas cooktop, or refrigerator. All thought the mounting location and proper hookups are provided. It did. The bathroom features a copper sink and a mounting location for a faucet. The toilet is not installed. All thought the bathroom is configured for a composting toilet. The shower room is right across the hall and is configured with plumbing hookups and a ceiling vent, but is otherwise unfurnished. Nice. The bedroom has a full-size bed and two built-in nightstands and features reading lights, electrical outlets, and under-the-bed storage. It has a dedicated interior entry door so the guests can step right inside the bedroom. No questions asked. The Westcraft Sequoia sells on Bring a Trailer. All thought the bidders are far between and not quite generous. After 5 offers, the trailer reached $5,000, which is well under its potential value. 4 days are left, but we don't expect a miracle considering how it went so far. Okay, my initial thoughts on trailers like these, vintage trailers and stuff, they're neat. I think it'd be neat to kind of. I always thought it would be neat to take a part model trailer and simply like a vintage part model mobile home trailer and keep the outside looking vintage from the era it's from, and then remodel the inside to making something look modern, modernize the inside of it. Now, all this is just talking about simply a trailer that's being sold on some website that sells trailers and stuff, and so. But what I think would be neat is, I'll see if we can't click on the pictures here. But what I think would be neat is stuff like this. I would love to see travel trailer companies kind of bring back some of these retro designs. I know some do, like Shasta. They brought back some of their vintage trailer designs. I know Airstream has in the past, but I'd like to see more of these kind of make their modern day trailers, and then over here almost have the retro ones for people who just simply want a vintage retro trailer. Because what I would do is, if I had something like this, the money to, I would remodel the inside to where it would be simply, where the outside would look like it did from the 30s, and then the inside would be modernized with all the neat features. Now, they talked about the solar panel issue would ruin the look. Well, if you use those thin, kind of flimsy solar panels that are not too great, you would get away with, nobody really noticing it if you put solar panels on the roof. Now, one thing you could do is, on something like this, is add some sort of outlet on the outside where you could just simply plug in solar panels, and then have the solar panels, buy those solar panels that you can just kind of fold open, and they got legs on them and a stand, and just set it off to the side and then plug in your solar panels without having any attached to the roof if you want to keep that vintage look. But there are solar panels out there that you could probably get away with to use on this to not really hurt that vintage look too much. Because I do know they make flexible solar panels. I've seen some, but I heard they're not very good from what research I've done. I don't know, and there's probably some out there that are super good, just as good as the Wiggle Hard solar panels. But them talking about the solar panels taking away the vintage look, I say they're a little bit right, but again, there's some solar panel products out there that you could use with this that wouldn't hurt that vintage look. Now, if it was me and I had the money, I would restore something like that. Keep the outside looking like it did from way back in the day, and then simply the inside just simply modernize it. So like here's like a little kitchenette, kind of modernize it. Now, what I would do in like the little kitchenette area, in a way, is kind of go with that kind of like 50s style diner kind of look and stuff. Like I would modernize it, but I would keep it like what they call retro kind of modernized, where you'd have all the modern day comforts, like in some of the outlets, maybe add some USB ports and stuff kind of throughout, so you can plug in your cell phone or USB device to recharge it and stuff. But I would do a lot of kind of retro type modernization where it would look like something from the 40s, 50s, 30s, but would have a lot of modern day features. Like here, like simply the kitchen. Now, when it comes to the kitchen, I would simply add like an RV style oven gas range, like they do. I was never a fan of just a little 2-burner cooktops, and then maybe like add like a double basin sink. It looks like this countertop's pretty big, so you would have plenty of storage, and if you wanted to lose some of that storage, you could easily probably fit a full-size sink in there if you wanted to, like a full-size house sink. Granted, if you did that, you might lose some kind of countertop space and storage space as well, Little drawers and stuff might have to be reconfigured, but yeah, but for the most part, it looks like over here you would add. Now probably what I would do is like over here, look at the space like over here, maybe just simply add like a oven range over here, and then like a little sink over here, and then even though right here is normally your kitchen dinette with a fold down table, I would add that as well. But I probably also, again, just over on this one side here, over towards the left of the picture, I'd probably just put an oven range, a little sink there, and then over on the other side where the cutout is for the actual sink, I would probably just rip that out and put like another little dinette table, fold down bed thing to have more sleeping arrangements. So if you want to have more people spend the night with you in the camper, I would do that. That's what I would do, and then maybe just, I don't know, possibly eliminate this and put like a nice one of those what they call a jackknife sofa beds that a lot of couches have. One of those, maybe that one of those RV style jackknife couches that folds out into a small little bed. That's what I would do probably with this. But yeah, I tell you, I'd love to have something like this and the money to restore it. But yeah, it definitely looks nice. You can tell that they used the right kind of paneling, at least. I had an old truck camper that had that sort of paneling. But now, when it comes to like the bathroom area, I know as it mentioned, like it had like the toilet on one side and all that stuff. What I would do is in the bathroom section is I would simply just use like go with an RV style wet bath. I would convert the bathroom area into just like a simple wet bath area where you wouldn't have taken up a whole lot of space, and then whatever space is left over, I would probably do something where it would be just possibly like closet space or storage space, or maybe if the space was wide enough, put water hookups and maybe do like a stackable washer and dryer setup on the situation. That's what I'd probably do. That'd be something to think about, or just simply a little closet space. Because I know, as they mentioned, like the shower on one side and the bathroom on the other side, I would do maybe on the shower side, do like a full RV style wet bath, and then that would give you more room on the other side for vacant space to do whatever you need, whether it's closet space or add simply a washer or dryer setup. you know, like most apartments have. And see the microwave there, and there's the battery hookup setup. There's the kitchen setup. Again, in the kitchen here, I'd probably almost eliminate that countertop space, and if there was plenty of room, maybe add like a dinette table setup. There's the windows. Kind of go through some of these. Ooh, on-demand hot water heater. And there's the sink. Again, I would go with a RV style wet bath like most truck campers have to free up more space if I was going to remodel this. To me, that's to me just makes simple. Yes, would it be a little bit smaller? Absolutely, but I think it would be more smarter route go to free up some more space for storage or whatever, or have like a little kind of mini laundry room area. But yeah, that's a nice storage space there as well. And then one thing I would do, like some RV campers have, do like a built-in stereo system, you know, and some speakers throughout, so you can have like a kind of surround sound system almost. And there's like the bed setup. Again, this section right here, I'd almost eliminate that and maybe put just like an RV style like jackknife couch bed and make that more, instead of the dining area, more of like just a living area space. And then where the kitchen sink obviously was, eliminate that and make that into like a dinette area and stuff, if it was possible. But yeah, I hope you like this article. You know, again, my thoughts are on this is seeing this stuff is neat, it's great, you know. And I talked about what I would do. But I think it would be neat, again, to see the RV industry bring back like some of their retro models, like bring back some of these kind of designs, you know. I know Shasta and a few have already done that. There's some out there that do make vintage campers out there, but I would like to see more of the RV industry kind of do some more kind of vintage retro designs, especially for people who like to restore and restore vintage pickup trucks, you know, and stuff, you know, like make some kind of like this, like retro. I'd like to see the RV industry make more kind of retro model campers as well, you know. Have like one model be the new Fango design and then have like a retro model one, you know. That's what I think would be neat anyways. But yeah, I hope you like this sort of video, you know. Comment below your thoughts on it. Again, I'll put links in the description for this article so you can go back and read it yourself. And don't forget, if you're new to the channel, hit that red subscribe button to help me out. Comment below. Give this video a thumbs up if you like this video. Share this video with all your friends, family members, anyone you know. And hope you all have a good day, and thank you for watching.